This video is called the worst truth or dare deaths ever. I don't believe in truth or dares. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Because unless I'm getting money or butt out of doing truth or dares, bro, it's not worth it. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. If somebody gives you a truth or dare, bro, and you're doing it for the love of the game, you're doing it wrong. I ain't gonna catch you. And I'm already seeing all screenshots. There's a firework incident on this joint, though, bro. Cooked, bro. Let's go see what's going on in this video. If you're watching this on the tube, Twitch Blue Rock in the description. Let's go.
Jump if you dare. On May
Jump if you dare. See, look.
May 24th, 2023, just days after graduating high school, 18-year-old Cameron Robbins from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, was celebrating with several hundred classmates on a trip to the Bahamas. They were staying at the Atlantis Paradise Island Resort in Nassau. That evening, the group attended a sunset party cruise aboard Blackbeard's Revenge, a pirate-themed party boat. Around 9:40 p.m., near the uninhabited Athol Island northeast of Nassau, someone dared Cameron to jump off the boat into the dark ocean. Several students tried to grab him and stop him. They reached for him, attempting to hold him back, but Cameron broke free from their grip. He jumped into the water.
This is why I be saying niggas be doing this shit for the love of the game, bro. What did you even gain out of doing that, Cameron? I'm not gonna hold, bro. You look tired now. The hair's just in my eye, bro. I don't know how to wear wigs. I'm not gonna hold, bro. Natural selection, like it's just all the strength of, bro. There was absolutely no reason. Yo, I dare you to jump in this infested water and stuff like that. Let me find out that bro can't swim either, bro. Come on, gang. He ain't no. Yo, that's the thing about the whole, if you don't do it, use a man. I'll be a but I'll be in a live, bro. What that nigga Cardi say? If I'm a then I'm the baddest bitch. What the fuck you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, man? Because the whole time the person who is daring you to do something wouldn't even do it themselves. That's why they're daring you to do it.
Captured the aftermath. Cameron could be.
Pay close attention to the skin tones in this video.
Cameron broke free from their grip. He jumped into the water. Footage captured the aftermath. Cameron could be seen swimming in the dark waters. Friends threw a life preserver toward him. People screamed, "Grab the buoy! Hey, the buoy!" They were trying desperately to direct him to the flotation device, but Cameron appeared to swim away from it. Within seconds, he vanished from view. The boat remained anchored for hours as students searched frantically. The U.S. Coast Guard, Royal Bahamas Defense Force, and United Cajun Navy searched the waters until about 3 a.m. Royal Bahamas Defense Force Commodore Raymond King called the area really shark-infested.
Really
shark-infested? He said, the probability of survival decreases significantly, particularly if a person did not have on a life vest, and particularly if a person is perceived to be intoxicated. The search covered 325 miles over 2 days. On May 27th, authorities called off the search. Cameron Robbins was officially designated lost at sea. His body was never recovered. A memorial service was held at Broadmoor United Methodist Church in Baton Rouge.
Bro.
Cameron was described by his baseball coach as a fierce competitor.
But at least he not a though. Hey! Like, nigga, what, bro? See, that shit don't make no sense, bro. Because now I guess you're not a in the eyes of somebody who's alive, but then you're dead. What?
By his family as funny and kind-hearted. My darkest secret. On May 28, 2018, in the early hours of the morning, a neighbor looked out her window in Heysham, Lancashire, and saw flames at 94-year-old Mary Gregory's bungalow. Firefighters rushed to the scene and found Mrs. Gregory unconscious in the conservatory, suffering from smoke inhalation. She was treated by paramedics and rushed to Royal Lancaster Hospital, but died 4 days later. An investigation by Lancashire Fire and Rescue Service concluded the most probable cause was a dropped or carelessly discarded cigarette. Mrs. Gregory was a heavy smoker with—
At 94 years old was smoking cigarettes, bro? How? How did she even make it to that age, gang? Be dying off less. What the—
Dementia. The coroner recorded a verdict of accidental death. The case was closed. Then, weeks after the funeral, during a game of Truth or Dare with two friends, 17-year-old Tiernan Darnton revealed his darkest secret. He told them, "I have a secret I haven't told anyone. I may have killed someone."
Bro, what do you do if your mans, you're sitting in a room with your mans and shit like those, bro? It's like, yo, like, here go a secret. Yeah, like, I killed somebody. What? Like, bro, it's like, what do you even say to that, bro? What do you even say to that, bro? And you speaking out loud for what reason, bro?
His friends didn't believe him. He persuaded them to keep quiet. But in May 2019, during a counseling session, Darnton mentioned a friend who could send me to prison cause of what he knows. He added that he had felt powerful at Mrs. Gregory's funeral because he knew what had happened and everyone else in the room didn't. The counselor ended the session by saying, I think you're trying to tell me you've killed someone. Darnton mouthed, yes. Police reopened the case. They discovered drawings of Mrs. Gregory's floor plan with labels like good hiding place and quick exit. Evidence showed he had set the curtains on fire with a lighter, unplugged the phone, disabled a smoke alarm, and placed a
Wow.
table in front of the conservatory doors to block her
Wow.
escape. Investigators found disturbing searches under 18 murder and how long do murderers serve in prison? In November 2021, Darnton was convicted of murder and sentenced to life with a minimum of 15 years. The bridge incident.
Bro is a loser, bro. Like, he's a geek. He even went to the lengths. There's already a 94-year-old woman. He even went to the lengths to make sure she didn't get out, putting that table there, turning off the smoke alarm. Like, that is that's a loser, bro. How do you? I don't know, bro. How are you 18 and under, bro? And you try to catch a body, bro? Yo, what is your life? Niggas be coming from esteemed families too, bro. Be named the Princeton family, bro. Motherfucking come from two motherfucking goddamn two-parent households, though, bro. Yo, dad is an accountant. Your mom is a lawyer and shit like those, bro. Yo, sister does motherfucking goddamn dental work. Y'all have averaged like $1 million annually and shit like those. Just to motherfucking talk about some, hey, you want to see what I can do? I killed somebody. Like, gang, you're a loser, bro. Niggas be like, what the fuck?
Summer day in 2024, two teenagers, ages 15 and 16, were part of a group chat where dares were being shared among friends. The conversation turned to jumping off a bridge into Lake Hartwell, South Carolina. The pressure mounted through messages. Other teens egged them on. The two decided to go through with it. They drove to the bridge and climbed onto the railing. The drop to the water below was significant. Without hesitation, both teens jumped. They plunged into Lake Hartwell. Friends watching from the shore expected to see them surface. Seconds passed, then minutes. Neither came back up. Emergency services were called immediately. Dive teams searched the lake. Eventually, both bodies were recovered. Neither teen had made it back to shore. The local community was devastated. Candlelight vigils were held. Parents gathered.
And then stuff like this, it just annoys me, bro. Because then the news will talk about a new TikTok trend called the jump off the bridge incident because my friend told me so in a group chat has gone viral. Like, it's like, come on, man. Perk time.
Holding candles and photographs of the two teenagers. Flowers and messages were left at the bridge. In the days that followed, parents across the community warned about peer pressure games spreading through social media. The group chat that had contained the dare was examined by authorities. Friends who had participated in encouraging the jump were left traumatized. Counselors were brought into local schools. The deaths sparked conversations about the deadly consequences of online dares. The bridge where the teenagers jumped became a memorial site. Parents begged other teenagers to think before accepting dangerous dares, no matter how much pressure they felt from their peers. The community mourned too.
That shit's insane. You know what I just thought about, chat? Isn't it crazy how the world works or how life works? That there are just certain things that will take place that would just change the course of how is reacted to. Like with the perk time, right? If I just simply didn't have that alarm on during stream, there would be no perk time thing. Or if I just simply didn't have to take medicine every day at that time, there would just be no perk time thing. Like, and then now that we're on stream, it would have been 1:30 and then nothing would be being said besides what's going on the video and shit like that. Isn't that weird, bro? Like how one thing could kind of just change it. And now every time it's 1:30, y'all niggas talking about some perk time, perk time, perk time. That's so weird, bro. That's so weird. There's a future where niggas not talking about no perk time at 1:30, bro. What the fuck? That's the same time I take medicine. Yo, the Mona Lisa got repainted 6 hours ago. Shout out to the Mona Lisa chop.
2 young lives lost to a moment of reckless decision-making. The boiling water incident.
Damn, my headphones died. No, bro. And see, if you never moved, this never would have been a thing.
On March 22nd, 2017, decision-making. The boiling water incident.
The boiling water incident. This better not be the hot water challenge, y'all. This better not be that.
On March 22nd, 2017, in Florida, 8-year-old Kihari Pope was at a sleepover with her cousin and friends. The children decided to play Truth or Dare. The game started innocently enough. Then, someone dared Kihari to drink boiling water through a straw. The other children thought it would be funny to see if she would actually do it. Kihari accepted the dare. She put the straw to her lips and drank the scalding liquid. Immediately, she began screaming in agony. The boiling water burned her mouth, throat, and lungs. She collapsed.
Where's the parents?
The adults rushed her to the hospital. Doctors discovered she had suffered severe internal burns to her throat and respiratory system. Kihari was placed in intensive care. She underwent multiple surgeries. For months, she lived with severe complications from the burns. Her airway was damaged. She struggled to breathe. The internal injuries were catastrophic.
Wow.
Despite the medical team's efforts, Chiari's condition continued to deteriorate.
How could 8-year-olds even get boiling water to just put in a cup and just drink like that with nobody noticing?
Damage to her throat and lungs was too extensive. Eventually, 4 months later, she died from the injuries sustained from drinking the boiling water. The case shocked the nation. Parents were horrified that such a simple dare could result in death. Warning messages spread across social media about the deadly risks of dares among children. Chiari's family spoke out, hoping to prevent other children from accepting dangerous dares. Her death became a cautionary tale in schools across the country. The children who had dared her to drink the boiling water were left traumatized by what had happened. Chiari Pope was just 8 years old. The slug incident. On a warm evening in 2010, 19-year-old Sam Ballard was at a party in Sydney, Australia, with his rugby teammates. They were drinking wine in a backyard. The conversation was lighthearted. Then someone spotted a garden slug crawling across the patio. As a joke,
slugs are so nasty, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen a slug or a snail in a minute, bro. Them joints is nasty as hell.
One of Sam's friends dared him to swallow it. Everyone laughed. It seemed
I'm not gonna lie. There's no money. He's intoxicated, but there's no amount of money you can pay me for me to swallow a slug, bro. Like, bro.
Like harmless fun. Sam picked up the slug and swallowed it whole. Everyone cheered. The party continued. Sam went home that night thinking nothing of it. Days passed. Then Sam began feeling strange. He developed severe pain in his legs. Within weeks, he could barely walk. He went to the hospital. Doctors discovered the slug had carried rat lungworm parasites. The parasites had infected Sam's brain, causing a severe infection called eosinophilic meningoencephalitis.
God damn!
Encephalitis had infected Sam's brain, causing a severe infection called eosinophilic meningoencephalitis.
Shit called EOMM Masingo glitch, nigga. What the fuck?
Sam fell into a coma for 420 days.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That got that rare legendary Pokemon disease, man. What the fuck? You gotta get a motherfucking amulet at the top of Mount Lanakila, man. I gotta go ahead and break the curse and shit. Yo, I'm not gonna hold that. It's tough. You get a parasite because you ate a slug as a deer, bro.
Eosinophilic meningoencephalitis. Sam fell into a coma for 420 days. When he finally woke up, he was paralyzed from the neck down. The infection had left him a quadriplegic. He couldn't walk, couldn't feed himself, couldn't breathe without assistance. For 8 years, Sam lived with severe disabilities, requiring around-the-clock care. His mother became his full-time caregiver. Sam's friends were...
Y'all might disagree with me, bro, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'd rather die from that parasite, bro, than live 8 years of my life like that. I'm not gonna cap to you, bro. I can't even breathe by myself, bro. I'm not gonna hold, bro. In GTA, bro, you just gotta take me out, gang. That all happened because I got dared to eat a slug, bro.
Devastated by what their dare had caused. In 2018, 8 years after swallowing the slug, Sam Ballard died from complications related to the infection. He was 28 years old. His death highlighted the hidden dangers that can lurk in seemingly innocent dares. Sam's friends carried the weight of what had happened for the rest of their lives. The fireworks incident. On October...
Nigga, this shit just look crazy, bro. We got screenshots from the entertainment district, bro. The last episode of the entertainment district. That's tough.
Incident. On October 24th, 2024, during Diwali celebrations in Bengaluru, India, a group of friends gathered to celebrate the Festival of Lights. Fireworks were everywhere. The night air was filled with explosions and colorful displays. The men had been drinking, and the atmosphere was festive and reckless. Someone brought out a large box of fireworks and suggested a dare. They challenged a 32-year-old man in the group to sit on top of the box while they lit the fuses. Friends laughed and egged him on. The man, emboldened by alcohol and peer pressure, agreed. He climbed onto the box and sat down. His friends lit the fireworks. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the entire box exploded beneath him. The force of the blast was catastrophic. The man was thrown into the air. The explosives detonated with tremendous power, causing fatal injuries. Friends screamed and rushed to help, but it was too late. Emergency services arrived quickly, but the man died at the scene from his injuries. Witnesses told police it had been part of a dare. The case received widespread coverage across India. News outlets showed footage of the aftermath, warning others about the dangers of combining alcohol, fireworks, and peer pressure. The man's family was left to mourn a senseless death. His friends who had encouraged the dare were left traumatized and guilt-ridden. Authorities used the incident as a warning.
Nigga thought it was Kung Fu Panda. Yo, bro thought he was going to motherfucking take a flight and land on his feet. That's unfortunate, bro. That's unfortunate. That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, right?
During future Diwali celebrations. The table surfing incident. On June 1st, 2025, in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, 17-year-old David Nagy and his friends from Freedom High School gathered after school. They had been watching viral TikTok videos of people table surfing, riding on top of
Again,
tables.
where on TikTok? Yo, this how you know your TikTok For You page, not everybody else's For You page. Because I've never ever seen this is viral table surfing trend. I've never seen no table surfing nothing in life. What social media is y'all on, bruh? Think it's Tumblr? What the?
They had been watching viral TikTok videos of people table surfing, riding on top of tables tied behind cars. The videos made it look thrilling and fun. The teens decided to try it themselves. They found a folding table and flipped it upside down. They tied it behind a car with rope. David volunteered to be the rider. His friends thought it would be hilarious to film. He climbed onto the upside-down table and sat down, gripping the edges. The teenage driver got behind the wheel and started the engine. The car began to move slowly at first. David laughed. His friends cheered him on. Then the driver accelerated recklessly. The car picked up speed. The table bounced violently behind the vehicle, shaking and wobbling. Suddenly, the table was flung into a parked vehicle on the side of the road. The impact threw David off the table with tremendous force. He hit the ground hard. His head struck the pavement. He died from catastrophic injuries. The driver slammed on the brakes. Friends screamed and called emergency services. Paramedics arrived within minutes, but there was nothing they could do. Prosecutors charged the teenage driver with involuntary manslaughter. The case drew national attention as an example of deadly TikTok dare trends. David Nagy's family spoke out about the dangers of social media challenges. Schools across Pennsylvania held assemblies.
Yeah, bro. See, that's not a viral TikTok trend. Hey guys, Blue Rye here. Today we're doing the don't do this by the way, throw a toaster in the bathtub challenge. Like, bro, do not do that shit. And y'all actually just blur that shit out, because I know YouTube going to take that down for dangerous acts. But bro, it's like, what the f, bro?
Warning students about table surfing and similar viral stunts. David's friends were left traumatized. What started as an attempt to recreate a viral video ended in tragedy.
Whatever you say, Blue Rye, then a nigga gonna do that. Hey guys, Minecraft69er here. Here's a clip of Blue Rye saying to do this, so now I'm doing it. Yeah, this just in, teen has died from viral toaster challenge told by streamer Blue Rye. And I'm gonna get the craziest amount of hate on Twitter. Streamer Blue Rye has just told his impressionable audience to electrocute themselves on stream.
The senior assassin incident.
Senior assassin incident?
Day in May 2000.
Bro, it sound like a anime arc. What the? Yo, y'all hear about the senior assassin arc? Yo, yeah, that shit hard, bro. The senior assassin incident arc, bro. That's when that shit really get good.
2025, high school seniors in Arlington, Texas, were participating in Senior Assassin, a popular end-of-school tradition. The game involves students chasing each other with water guns, trying to eliminate opponents. It's meant to be harmless fun, a way for graduating seniors to bond before heading to college. Players track each other's locations and stage surprise attacks. That afternoon, 17-year-old Isaac Leal was participating in the game with friends. They had spotted their target and began pursuit in a Jeep. The chase intensified. The vehicle accelerated through streets. The adrenaline was high. The teenagers were laughing and yelling, caught up in the excitement of the game. As the pursuit continued, Isaac climbed onto the back of the moving Jeep. He was
GG's, I ain't gonna lie. Natural selection took this nigga life.
Trying to get a better position during the chase.
Bro said better position, bro. You see how fast this car moving? Yeah, GG's.
Friends later said he was riding on the exterior of the vehicle. Then the Jeep hit a bump in the road. Isaac lost his grip and fell from the moving vehicle onto the street. His head hit the pavement with devastating force. The Jeep screeched to a halt. Friends jumped out, screaming. Someone called emergency services. Isaac was rushed to the hospital with catastrophic head injuries.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Isaac is not the brightest bulb in the goddamn shack, but I'm not trying to make fun of him because obviously it looks like he didn't make it, but literally I don't know why. The game already sound crazy to begin with, but like in the speed and like that, but literally nobody told him to do that, bro.
For weeks, he remained in intensive care, clinging to life. Doctors did everything they could. His family kept
board a ship like this ship is Pirates of the Caribbean.
Remained in intensive care, clinging to life. Doctors did everything they could. His family kept vigil at his bedside, but the injuries were too severe. In early June 2025, after weeks in the hospital, Isaac Leal died from his injuries. Investigators confirmed the death occurred during the Senior Assassin game. The incident sparked debate about whether such games should be banned. Some schools across Texas immediately prohibited the tradition. If you'd like to see more stories like this,
like the tradition already sound different, bro. But again, nobody like told that nigga to like jump on the back of the car, bro, that was speeding and then do that. Like that was just like That was just cooked, man. I'm not seeing the gates. I almost laughed seeing it. Yo, my audio, you definitely not seeing the gates. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. What the fuck? We're gonna go ahead and put those on the live channel though. If you're watching this on the live channel, Twitch Blue Ride in the description. Come to the stream though, bro. Come to the stream. By the time you're watching this, Bluetober is over, our little Halloween event and shit like those. But we still be doing fire shit on stream all the time. So come through though, bro. Come through and shit like those. But yeah, all right, BBG.